This is Mystic Jen. I'm here with a client reading. My client ordered a reading. She ordered the Grand Tableau using the Kipper cards. The Kipper card deck that I am using is from the Card Geek. Her deck that she designed. She did all the directional cues according to the original 1890s deck. And then, just for a little extra, if need be, I'll be using the Energy Oracle deck. Okay. I want to start out with take a look at where my main character is that the reading is for, which is right here, and she is at the bottom of the tableau, which tells me that she has all this weighing down on her shoulders, and she feels like she has absolutely no control over anything that goes on in her life at this point. This is a relationship reading. So I'm going to go over here to the other main character, her significant other. And the good thing that they have going for them is they are facing each other. They're not that far away, but there are some cards in between them. So I feel like there's communication here. So I feel like communication is an issue. Okay. But there's still something left there between the two of them because they're not that far away from each other and they are facing each other. Okay, the way the Kipper card reads, anything this way is called inauspicious or the more negative influence, and anything this way is auspicious meanings. And if it's a negative card in front of her, then it's usually something that is overcomable. Okay. I will note that he is on top. He's on top of her by a couple rows. But they're like not quite, but almost in the center of the tableau. So there's a lot of good and bad with this. Okay. But he's on top, meaning he has more control over the relationship than she does. And we'll explore as to why that may be. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to look at the houses. The first and second house of the tableau is the main character 1, which is the male, and main character 2, which is the female. In main character 1 is house. So I'm feeling that their place that they are residing, it may be his place. He may own that house, or the lease is in his name, or a family member of his owns it. So he kind of has the upper hand as far as their residence. What's in hers is court. Court is about final decisions being made about a situation. And it doesn't necessarily mean a court appearance for her. It just means that she is making a decision. She is the court. And it's about gaining control of her life. She's going to make the decision of what she's going to do. Okay? Then we look at, this is the house of marriage, which is gift, and convene, which is work. So I'm feeling like maybe she met him years ago in the workplace. And marriage, our gift in the marriage, is telling me that maybe there's a marriage proposal coming forth from him. Okay, she did give me a little bit of background information on this, that he does have some sort of addiction problem. Okay, after studying this spread for a couple days before doing the reading, I've come to some conclusions. And and in the house of, I want to look at the cards around her. His thoughts are behind her. So it's not in the best of light, but there's also, right next to it is good outcome. Good outcome is probably one of the best cards in the deck. It shines light on all of it, on everything else. So it makes this less severe. But what this is saying to me is that he, in his thoughts, his communications to her is that he's going to change. He wants to change. But it's false. It's like he's telling lies. He's telling untruths. He's telling her what she wants to hear. It's a lot of broken promises. Okay? And there's the long way up here. The long way is a very long journey. It usually signifies at least 2 years or more. Now, they've been together for a number of years. So that kind of makes sense. And that's been on his mind. That he's been on this journey for such a long time. And he feels he hasn't been able to conquer his addictions. And she has been waiting for a very long time for him to make these changes, to come through on his promises, which he has not as of yet. Okay? So that's something to think about there, and the journey's not over yet. Okay? But he wants to journey into change. Okay? He wants to change, but he hasn't been able to. Okay? And then there's other things here as far as he is concerned. Military person is behind him, which is telling me that he had a run-in with a military person. And military person is falling into the house of rich gent. So I'm feeling like this is somebody who is higher up in power. And it's behind him, so I'm feeling like maybe that is a prosecuting attorney. It could be a judge. And right in front of him is letter. Now, he's been worried about this, but this letter, I feel, is official documents. This is looking more and more like court appearance. That he's gotten himself in trouble involving his addiction problems. I feel like some of it might involve money. And money is right above theft. I feel, or maybe he has a gambling problem as well, to try to support any other addictions. And I want to make note that she is falling in the house of gloomy thoughts. Okay? Gloomy thoughts is like the face palm. I'll show you a picture of the card right here. It's around here. Right up here is gloomy thoughts. It's the face palm card. It's like, oh my, what do I do now? And it's showing a very depressed state of mind here. And I apologize, I keep saying she, I should say you, because you're the one this reading is for, dear. But you have had this, you've been very depressed, and you've been depressed for a very long time. And what is immediately around you is this good gent. This good gent is looking directly at you. This good gent is coming across to me as either it's coming across as an older family member to me. Either an uncle, grandfather, or father. I'm feeling more of a father figure type person. Whether he is really your father or your grandfather or your uncle. But he's been known to give you fatherly advice. And right here is journey. And journey affects you and him. These are the two cards that they affect. And it moves up here to expectation. Expectation is in the house of his thoughts. So, I'm feeling this good gent is maybe trying to push you or talk you into taking a journey, taking a trip, maybe leaving the situation, whether it's permanently or temporarily. And he's expecting you to listen to him. He's expecting you to walk out for right now. And she's looking directly at high honors. High honors is about recognition, and it's about I'm being told, because I'm seeing this light back here too, that but if you listen to him, it'll bring you back into the light instead of being in darkness and depression all this time. Okay, what's going on around your man? I see Hope and Great Water up here. Hope and Great Water is sitting in the house of good gent. So, has an older family member of yours or his helped him out of trouble before? Lent him money or something like that? Paid attorney bills or whatever? Because I'm feeling like Hope and Great Water is, he's hoping for, and communication, he's expecting help, unexpected money, for somebody to give him money to help him deal with this. I keep seeing a district attorney, a DA. I feel like he got himself into some kind of trouble where he owes a lot of money. This win-loss, there's a lot of money here, and he needs help paying out. And he's looking at Rich Gent, but Rich Gent has his back turned on this money. So somebody who's a good gent who has money, he's expecting, with communications, money to be wired to him or something like that. Okay. Now, with that much said, this spread is covering about 5 or 6 months. It's not a full year. I was trying to get a full year out of it, but things are just happening, and a lot of this stuff is going to happen in 5 to 6 months. It feels like that maybe he might get lucky again and get out of this one. Okay? However, in let's see, 1, 2, 3, around the third and fourth months from now, you're going to get, he might get himself into trouble again. Okay? And I'm seeing here, this is convey, and it is actually in the house of court official. So I'm feeling like there's a meeting. It's a connector card, connecting your personal space. Living room is your personal inside your home. Okay? And it feels like that there's theft here, but it's stealing from this card and going over here. So this is saying like this meeting is going to take something away from the good gent. And it's most likely dealing with money, if this good gent will be generous and help out again. And it's going to come, there's going to be a communication. There's going to be some sad news that comes. Sad news is expectations. So I think you already know this, that you're already expecting something bad to happen for him to backslide again. Okay, I want to move on to some other things dealing with the actual relationship too. these cards are indicating this decision about the marriage, because it knights that, our marriage proposal or deep commitment, going over here, ending. So the child is saying that there's sorrow, child, good lady, with her back to here. Maybe a female attorney, but maybe he's changing attorneys. But I'm feeling like she may be the wife of the good gent. Her back is turned towards him. He's right under him. So I feel like that he plays upon people's emotions to try to get people to help him out. She's not buying it. But this is a new situation. He's going to get out of trouble this time that he's in right now. But there's something else on the horizon. And it might be enough to push you over the edge, to take this gentleman's offer. And I am being told, come home. So is he asking you to come home? To leave for a while? It's either for a while or permanently. The only way that I'm seeing that reconciliation will be possible with this is if he gets help that he needs. He needs help monetary-wise. The right, wise thing to do as far as helping him with finances is not keep on getting him out of trouble. He needs some kind of treatment plan, some kind of rehab. That's the only way. Otherwise, this is going to be a vicious cycle. It's going to repeat over and over again. With living room here, living room is in the house of prison. So the next time something comes up in, I'm going to say 3 to 6 months, there's going to be a jail sentence associated with that one. But it's in living room, in his little personal space. This could represent a jail cell. If he's lucky, he might get house arrest. But I'm feeling like the sad news is going to deal with being able to meet with him, be with him, is being taken away from you. This could very well be representing a jail cell because it's in the house of prison. So when he goes off to prison, that's going to end things right there. And then you're going to be faced with decisions on whether you're going to wait on him or if you're going to move on. Okay? Now, the Kipper cards can tell you what the situation is. It doesn't give you advice. It just kind of gives you some insight on what's going on in a situation. And that's all that I brought out, I feel like, is what is going on here. Okay, now I have 3 oracle cards here that I drew because I kind of figured that I was going to be using them anyhow because I'm holding my phone. We have door to romance, rest and rejuvenation. What these cards are telling me here is that you can have victory over this situation, but it's going to be a matter of breaking the cycle. This whole cycle with him has to change, has to break. He has to get help. If he doesn't, then you have to walk. That's the only way that you're going to have victory over this and get your peace of mind back. Get your healing back. And finally be able to rest. And once if that happens, if you walk, another door is going to open. Spirit's going to open up another door to a new romance. Once your healing takes place, open up the door to a new romance. Spirit's not going to make you stay alone, but somebody more deserving of your love and your affection. Not somebody who's going to have broken promises all the time. Not with somebody who's going to keep on crying wolf and say, I'll change, I'll change, I'll change. Help me this last time. Don't leave me. Stay with me. Okay? I feel like there is definitely a lot of love between the two of you. But his addiction is just something that is almost, you're almost at your breaking point where you can't take anymore. And sometimes when you walk away from somebody that you love, it does bring sorrow. So yes, it's not going to be easy if you choose to walk. It's not going to be easy at all. You're going to feel the loss. But over time, a few months, you'll find that peace. You'll find that peace within. And you'll be able to heal. And you'll feel more like yourself again. And get out of this depression that you're in right now. And allow something new. Allow love to come back to you. Now this door could be either to a new love, or it could be with him if he gets help. That is the key right there. He needs to get help for his issues. There's no other way around that. If he doesn't, then it's going to have to be somebody new. And like I said, Spirit, the divine, he's going to make sure it's somebody who is truly deserving of your affection and your love, who's going to treat you well. Okay, so this is the reading that I have for you. I hope this definitely helps. And if anybody else would like a reading, this is the Kipper card Grand Tableau. It is available in my Etsy shop. Go ahead and check it out. And I do thank you for watching, and you have a great day.